South Africa are about to make history and win the World Test Championship final. I'm recording this at 5:35 on day 3. I thought it was going to be over today. It's not. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. There's more of these videos coming throughout the course of the summer with the England versus India series, and then of course the Ashes in the winter, which I may or may not be in Australia. So if you've got any ideas, content ideas, plans for any Australian content, please let me know. But as I say, there's still half an hour to go in the day's play. We're not quite done yet, but I have to record this because I'm about to be on commentary for the Vitality Blast, and I kind of need to get this done. Otherwise, I'm going to be awake until midnight sorting this out later. But scores on the doors are South Africa need 88 runs in order to win the World Test Championship final. They're 194 for 2. They've got 2 days to get it. They've got 8 wickets left in hand. It's been an absolute masterclass from Aiden Markram at the top of the order. He's 93 not out, and the captain, Temba Bavuma, has just passed 50. He's 57. There was an early breakthrough, wasn't there, for Stark? He picked up Ryan Rickleton, and Wiaan Mulder as well, went for 27. Now, how did Australia get there? They ended up making 207, which quite frankly was never going to be enough, was it? It just isn't a big enough score to say for certain that you are about to go ahead and win and defend that World Test Championship mace. Obviously they won it last time out, didn't they? But they had a middle order collapse. They lost the wickets of Khawaja, Green, Head, Webster, Cummins, Lyon as well, with single figure scores. There was a wag at the end, and Mitch Stark was stranded 58 not out of 136 balls when his opening bowling partner Josh Hazlewood was dismissed by Aiden Markram for 17. It's funny, isn't it? A bit of part-time finger spin often finds a way to end just a tail, just wraps it up, the eyes light up, and potentially there's an opportunity to do something a bit silly. Kagiso Rabada, brilliant again, 9 wickets in the match, 4 for 59 in the innings, and Lungi Ngidi, which we spoke about yesterday, and that kind of change in kind of form and that he has had overnight. There was some rumour about the fact that Rabada had told him to have steak and a milkshake, and that was what made him actually good at bowling again. Is that how it works? I wish that's how it works. Although, to be fair, I don't think a steak and milkshake would ever work for me because I've never been good at bowling. So maybe I'll save my money. I won't go buying steak or milkshake once I've finished. So yeah, that was it, wasn't it? About 280 to win. 280 odd to win the World Test Championship final on day 3, the best batting day at Lord's, allegedly, according to the experts, everybody that's there. I thought it was always day 2, but apparently it's changed. That's the way that things work to make you sound kind of informed and educated whilst you're commentating on things. 198 for 2 after 51 overs, as I say. Aiden Markram, who made, what did he make in the first innings? Just a reminder, nothing. Absolutely nothing. A 6-ball duck in the first innings, is currently 97 not out of 148 deliveries, including 10 fours, and a strike rate of 65.5. Isn't that amazing what the difference is with just intent? South Africa went out there at the end of day 1. They had a horrible little session where you literally couldn't win the game. You couldn't do anything in there. You knew you were going to have to come back tomorrow. You were never going to be able to chip off enough to really kind of make a big dent in that first innings score, and they just didn't. They got it completely wrong. There were calls for Wiaan Mulder to be dropped down the order and Temba Bavuma to be pumped up to 3 by the experts, but obviously if you know anything, Temba Bavuma hasn't actually batted 3 in his test career at all. And Wiaan Mulder's done pretty well there, 27 off 50. Yeah, fine, it's not going to be a score that's going to write the headlines, but he's absorbed 50 balls, and I don't know. I'm still unsure about that first innings score. It was a lot of deliveries he faced up and didn't score many. But how important could it have been? How important was it for those that came in later? Yes, fine, South Africa only scored, 138 in the innings. But if Mulder hadn't faced those 44 deliveries while Stark, Cummins and Hazlewood were on absolute smoke, would that have exposed Temba Bavuma, Tristan Stubbs, David Bedingham even earlier in the piece? And would that 138 have actually turned out to be an 87 or a 93 or something like that? I'm not trying to give Wiaan Mulder flowers here, but I think it's worth mentioning that it might have been more important than what it actually looks at on the face of it. They did struggle though. Only 1 wicket they picked up. It was Nathan Lyon fell early, didn't he? He's just scored 2. It was LBW to Rabada in the morning session. Again, I've said it before, I'd love to see more of Rabada play Test cricket. Maybe I need to search for more South African Test cricket, but as I found out the other day, they're not playing a Test series at home this year, which is, well, genuinely mental, really, considering they're in the World Test Championship final. It's a sold-out crowd at Lord's. Like, it's brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. I don't know, does the World Test Championship work elsewhere around the world? I know I'm English. I know you're going to say I'm biased, but does it? I don't know. Can you have two neutral teams turn up at a cricket ground anywhere else in the world and have 31, 32,000 people in there just enjoying the game of cricket? I don't know whether you can. I'm really not sure. India, of course, if India are at home, brilliant. I was going to say England, then that's ridiculous. If it was Australia versus New Zealand in India, would it have that same feel? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Again, Australia, if it wasn't Australia, would it work? New Zealand, possibly, but again, it's more of a rugby country. In South Africa, I'm not entirely sure. The West Indies, I doubt it very much, but it would be very cool to go and watch a World Test Championship in Barbados because, I mean, Barbados is just a cool place to go. But what is happening? Temba Bavuma looks absolute class, doesn't he? Temba Bavuma, 57 off 105 balls for the captain. He looked brilliant for 36 in the first innings. And they're going to win it. They are going to win the World Test Championship final, barring the biggest collapse in Test cricket history on day 4. It'll be the morning of day 4. They're not going to get it done tonight. They won't get that extra half an hour. There's too long left. They need 81 runs to win. There's 20 minutes left in the day's play. Obviously, when I stop recording this, they are going to go and lose an absolute hatful of wickets, and I'm going to be made to look like an absolute moron, or, well, more of a moron than what I do normally. Stark, the only one to take wickets. Cummins, wicketless. 6 wickets in the first innings. Hazelwood, wicketless. Nathan Lyon has bowled 16 overs now. They've resorted to spin. The pitch is slow. The pitch isn't offering a great deal. How have Australia not punched home that advantage? They got stuck into bat on a green one on overhead conditions. They battled their way through to 200. They bowled South Africa out for 138. They had an 80-run lead in the first innings, and they flopped it. They've absolutely flopped it. And from an English perspective, it is brilliant to see. Absolutely amazing to see Australia fluff it. And basically, you might as well just call the Ashes a 5-0 win to Australia already. Call it a whitewash, because I mean, we're going to beat them, right? We're going to win the Ashes. It's irrelevant to the World Test Championship final, but they're bottling it. They're weak. There's a chink in the armour. They're falling apart. Australia and South Africa 201 now for 2. Markram's still on 97. Bavuma on 58. It's done and dusted, folks. It's a done deal. South Africa have won the World Test Championship at Lord's. They finally got rid of that title of chokers. They have won an ICC major event for the first time. And I still don't know whether... Well, they've definitely deserved the game. They've 100% deserved the game. The toss fell the right way for them. They made the right decision. They executed their plans well. Apart from with the bat in the first innings, they stunk the house out there. But 2 Test match series, I don't know. Is that the right thing? Is it good? I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't feel like it should be. It really doesn't feel like it should be. I want more Test cricket. I want more people playing more games against more oppositions in a World Test Championship final. That's what I want. I don't think South Africa will care in the slightest. And huge congratulations to South Africa, all of the South African fans. 202 for 2 now. And as I say, unless there is an absolute monstrosity of a collapse, South Africa have pulled Australia's pants down in the World Test Championship final at Lord's, and they're going to lift the Mace Trophy thing, however you would list it. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you've thought of it. Let me know who stood out. Let me know who you think has been the best player. Let me know let me know if you think South Africa have deserved it. There's a controversial topic, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. No, not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But I will also rank every player that's played in this World Test Championship final. See you later.